You wake up to 30 unread emails. Your phone buzzes before your feet even hit the floor. Notifications, deadlines, errands, social expectations. It all rushes in before you've had a sip of coffee. The day hasn't started, but somehow it's already overwhelming. Now imagine this: a quiet garden, a piece of bread, a cup of water, and good conversation with trusted friends. No schedules, no social media, just simplicity, serenity, and the absence of pain. That was the life of Epicurus over 2,300 years ago. And in a world driven by speed, ambition, and noise, his ancient path to tranquility seems almost absurd. Or is it? Can the wisdom of Epicurus, the philosopher of pleasure, simplicity, and peace, actually be practiced in the fast-paced modern world? Let's find out. Welcome to The Unfolding Journey, the channel where we explore timeless philosophical ideas and apply them to modern life. Here, we unpack the thoughts of history's greatest minds to help you live more intentionally, reflectively, and peacefully. If you're someone who believes in thinking deeper, living wiser, and questioning the pace of the world, we're glad you're here. Now let's dig into the question: is Epicureanism still possible today, or has the world outpaced it? To understand whether Epicureanism can survive modern life, we need to revisit what Epicurus actually taught. Born in 341 BCE, Epicurus founded a school of philosophy known as the Garden, a community based on friendship, philosophical discussion, and the pursuit of happiness. But not the kind of happiness we often hear about today. For Epicurus, happiness wasn't about chasing pleasure blindly. It was about finding freedom from pain, both physical and mental. He called this state ataraxia, or tranquil peace. And how did one achieve that? By satisfying only natural and necessary desires, like food, shelter, and companionship. By avoiding unnecessary wants, like luxury, status, and endless novelty. And by eliminating fear, especially the fear of death and divine punishment. It was a philosophy of less, not more. Of calm, not chaos. So now the question is, how can this simplicity exist in a world that celebrates the exact opposite? Let's be honest. Our modern environment is engineered to do the opposite of what Epicurus advised. We live in a world of constant stimulation, notifications, pop-ups, endless scrolls. Consumerism, ads telling us we're not enough, unless we buy just one more thing. Social comparison, social media platforms that monetize our insecurity. Work hustle culture, where being busy is worn like a badge of honor. Fear-based narratives, from news cycles to lifestyle branding. All of this reinforces the idea that we must do more, own more, be more, or risk falling behind. Epicurus, in contrast, believed that once our basic needs were met, we should stop striving. That limitless pursuit leads to limitless anxiety. So how can his philosophy survive in a system built to keep us anxious and chasing? Here's the twist: Epicureanism is not outdated. It's revolutionary. To practice Epicureanism today is to swim against the cultural current. It's to say, I will not measure my life by my productivity. I will not compare my worth to filtered images. I will not pursue what doesn't bring true peace. In this sense, Epicureanism is more relevant now than ever. It's not a retreat, it's resistance. A radical rejection of a system that profits off your stress. Choosing tranquility in a frantic world? That's powerful. That's philosophy in action. Let's make this practical. What would it actually look like to live like an Epicurean in 2025? 1. Simplify your desires. Epicurus taught us that not all desires are worth pursuing. Ask yourself, is this a natural desire, like nourishment or connection? Or is it a vain desire, like status, luxury, or endless novelty? You don't have to live like a monk, but filtering your desires can dramatically reduce stress and increase clarity. Modern application. Resist impulse shopping. Unfollow influencers who trigger envy. Keep your wants in check, not by guilt, but by reflection. 2. Cultivate meaningful friendships. Epicurus placed friendship at the center of a good life. In fact, he believed it to be one of the highest sources of pleasure. Modern application. In a world of digital acquaintances, aim for quality over quantity. Invest in a few deep friendships. Make time for conversations that nourish the soul, not just text threads and emoji reactions. 3. Embrace stillness and solitude. Epicurus believed in taking time for reflection, nature, and inner peace. Modern application. Turn off your phone for an hour. Walk without headphones. Journal. Sit in a park without an agenda. You'd be amazed what silence can reveal. 4. Reframe your relationship with death. Epicurus famously said, "Death is nothing to us." He believed that once we understand that death is merely the end of sensation, we can stop fearing it and live more freely. Modern application. Read about mortality. Face your fears. Talk about death with those you love. Paradoxically, doing so makes life more vivid, not less. 5. Redefine success. Instead of asking, "How much did I achieve today?" ask, "Did I live peacefully today? Did I experience joy without regret?" Epicurus didn't reject pleasure. He just said not all pleasures are worth it. Let's also clear up a few things. 1. Epicureanism is not about indulgence. Despite the modern misuse of Epicurean to mean fine dining or sensual luxury, Epicurus lived very simply: bread, water, the occasional treat. 2. It's not anti-ambition. You can still have goals. Epicureanism just asks whether your goals bring tranquility or turmoil. 3. It's not escapist. It's about being deeply engaged with what matters and disengaged from what doesn't. You might notice some overlap between Epicureanism and modern self-care movements: minimalism, mindfulness, digital detoxes. And that's no accident. But there's a key difference. Epicureanism is not about momentary relief. It's about a life philosophy. It's a long-term commitment to peace, not a quick fix for burnout. The goal isn't to escape your life temporarily. It's to reshape it permanently. Epicurus founded the garden as a space for philosophical friendship and simple living. What's the modern garden? A community that values slow conversations, a home that isn't full of clutter, a schedule with breathing room, a mindset that doesn't panic at the first moment of silence. In a world of endless acceleration, perhaps we need to rebuild these gardens, not outside the world, but within it. So, can Epicureanism be practiced in a fast-paced world? Yes, but not by accident. It takes intention. It takes reflection. It takes saying no to many things the world insists are necessary, while quietly cultivating the few that truly are. Epicureanism won't make you rich, famous, or hyperproductive, but it might make you calm, clear, and content. And in today's world, that's a radical form of happiness. If this exploration of Epicurean living in a modern world resonated with you, there's so much more to discover. Backhand index pointing right. Subscribe to The Unfolding Journey for weekly insights into ancient wisdom, modern philosophy, and practical tools for a meaningful life. Speech balloon. Drop a comment. What Epicurean practice are you most curious to try? Bell and hit the bell so you don't miss new episodes, because peace is a journey, not a destination. Thanks for watching, and until next time, choose calm, choose wisely, choose enough.